welcome back to episode 2 of Hardspace Shipbreakers. Lunareo here. Last time we left off working on our certification to unlock Class 3 ships. We're fairly close to finishing it, we just need a little bit more furniture and a little bit more credits. Let's quickly check how our gear is. Yeah, so 42% and 45% on the cutter. I think we're going to repair both of these just so they don't break down while we're working on the ship. That would be horrible. And let's take a look at the ship catalog. Okay, so all of these are mackerels, so very similar to the previous two ships we dismantled. We're looking for one with lots of furniture. This one has 6%, and it's also worth the most, so around 4 million, so it's perfect. That said, it only gives 1 day for the work order, so we have to work really fast, no messing around.
Just a little history lesson for you. The entire mackerel class was decommissioned once they juiced the force of the rail gates. Link scooped up thousands of them on the cheap. Now finish up your work order and salvage as much as you can of each ship before moving on to the next. We call it using the whole buffalo. You want to pay off that mountain of debt you're carrying on your back. That's how it's done. Weaver out.
So, since we really need money, a good place to start is these nacelles. They're worth a lot, and they're super easy to get off the ship. It's only 1 point, and then you just drag them down to the barge. So before we start on the inside, I'm definitely taking all 4 of these. Things like the antennas are not worth a lot, so I'm not even going to bother with the antennas. It's just a waste of time. Unless, obviously, there's a work order for them. So quickly just cut all of those. Another cool thing we can look at is just an idea of like when we do get a cutter that lets us cut through the exterior nanocarbon plates. Maybe we can really quickly like slice the back off or something to gain access to all the cut points. But for now we have to go the old-fashioned way, through the airlock, decompress it, all of that. During training, I actually accidentally cut into this airlock. I thought that I decompressed the entire ship, but the airlock stayed compressed, and it created a massive boom. Oh, look, some new repair kits. Yep, definitely taking those before anything else. I think it's what, $8,000 a piece? And fuel, and there's an oxygen tank too, so I'll use that later. But first thing first, let's decompress the ship. Take that door off. I don't know if it actually affects compression, but rather be safe than sorry. And let's see if this works. Perfect.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Alright, now our goal here is to get all these seats out as fast as possible, and we do need money, so might as well just take off the entire floor. Yeah. Since we don't want to be wasting too much time cutting later. I feel like the cockpit is actually one of the harder things to empty out. It's just such a tight opening, and there's so much equipment in there, and all of this stuff is fragile. Like if you hit the computers against the walls, or the chair against them, you could break it, which happened in the previous ship. So I don't know if I'm gonna mess with it right now. Just try and get as many nanocarbon panels and seats out so that we can just get to the next class of ships. And remember, this is a 4 million credit ship, so realistically we should be able to get about at least half the value in a day. So that's our goal, just to try and strip as much as possible. And I think what we're going to do is start with the most expensive item, which is the reactor. So we're getting this floor out, pushing it away, and then we'll try to get the reactor out. I'm always worried about pushing these, because sometimes they fly all the way down to the barge. Just like this one, you know. Gentle push and it's almost there. But I guess it makes it easy to tether it to the processor.
Running low.
Oh, That almost killed me, didn't it? Alright, get those out of the way. And get that door out of the way. Let's not bang anything. Yeah, obviously it's gonna bang him. Alright, and processor. Alright, now the most dangerous part of the ship, the reactor. I'm gonna do the same thing we've done before, not mess with it. I am not dragging that out manually. And okay, it didn't go nuclear on us. All good. Now let's just try and get all these seats out as quickly as possible. I think we had 8 and we need 15, so a total of 7. Hopefully there's 7 here. Through one there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're good. So there's gonna be enough. And each one is like 15 grand, I think, so it's a decent amount of money. Damn, there has to be a faster way to get these seats down. Maybe we can try decompressing the ship and just shooting all the seats out in the future. Or something. Just manual labor. Come on, let's go. Oh, how many? 2 more to go? Yeah, but the clock is really going. It doesn't really even give you enough time to properly review the ship. We just have to operate under the assumption we kind of know how this macro is put together from the previous ships we took apart. So the next thing we want to do is get those 2 seats out just to be safe. Damn, stuck. Yeah, but definitely opening up the floor for the barge is probably the best thing to do for emptying out the ship, just because, damn, I can't back up. It's this wall. This is the wall that cost me the previous ship, like, well, the furnace portion of it. I got stuck on it and didn't have enough time to pull it in. So let's just get it out of the way fully. It doesn't need to be pretty. I'm not recycling this. Just annoying. And still on. It's really stuck on there. I guess the top portion is also welded to the ceiling or something. Come on. Wasting too much time on this, but it's also annoying to get stuck on it non-stop. Okay, next. Back to the seat. Oh look, the ship is drifting apart. That's actually very good. But now the seat is... Wow. Okay. Yeah. Seat barge. Alright, now, since it drifted apart, that just makes it easy to get these cut points. We don't have to rip into any walls. Oh, that's the airlock. We should decompress that in case we accidentally hit it.
Below statistically profitable levels.
Oh, free oxygen.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
It's good that we noted that that's available there. I think it's good to take a little bit of time to actually scope out what's available in the ship, just so we don't waste time flying back and forth. Alright. Oh, power cell. We need that for the work order. So let's just gently get these panels off, because I am not dragging things out through such a narrow space. Definitely, you have to be gentle with the fuel tank, but I think it's doable. Alright, so now we should be able to pull these off. But might as well just take care of this. I have a feeling this thing is gonna explode. It's in such a bad spot. You have to... Yeah, nah, I told you. But at least, I don't know, the coolant doesn't feel too bad. If that was a fuel tank, we'd probably be on fire and dying, so the coolant didn't seem to do that much damage. Actually, it did none. We're still at 100%.
Warning, tethers depleted.
Yeah, we need more of those, but let's first try and get the fuel tank. Oh, no. I've never got that thing before. It's always flown away. So, I don't know how much it's worth, but still want to get it. The exhaust or whatever it is, the plumbing. Don't hit me. And power cell. Now we're done with the work order. Well, almost done. We still need a little bit of metal, but that's easy. We can just drag another piece. Let's see if we can... We don't have tethers, so I guess we have to try and either push it. Oh, I guess we could push these sections. They're not too heavy, but... Yeah, we should get an upgrade for that, just so we can use it when needed. The cool thing is I think these processors and furnaces have like an attractive force. Like once it passes those black and yellow lines, it just sucks in the object. Let's quickly grab some tethers. We're gonna need them for the rest of the ship. It's just not efficient to push. Too much time wasted. Yeah, they make you pay for everything here. Oxygen, tethers, repair kits. You're basically... you're not even earning a salary. It's like...
Left in this shift. Knock out that work order before they turn the lights out on you. We were out.
Yeah, they put a gigantic debt on your head for actually coming up here. And now you're trying to pay off the debt of getting the job. But I guess it's not too bad. It's a big debt, but the ships are worth a lot. Wonder how many it will take to actually pay it off. Especially with the rental fees. Alright, let's see if we can... I'd actually like to get the back off. Did I take out the engine? No, I haven't. Let's take out the thruster. That's an expensive piece. Don't want to forget it. Gentle. Gentle. Says gentle and then flings it across space. Okay, this needs to be pulled out carefully. Don't hit it against anything. Back up, back up, back up. And barge. I think if I actually hit like something like the engine or a nacelle, it could damage that, so it's always good to try and throw it to different locations of the barge. Now we want to quickly take a peek inside, just make sure there's nothing else we're missing. Seems like there's nothing, but let's look on the corners. Nothing, nothing. Alright, time's ticking. Only 3 minutes. We have to peel as much of this as we can. Yeah, let's get some of these nanocarbon panels off. They're the big ticket items. Yeah, that one day is definitely not enough to take apart this entire ship. Not with the tools we have. Maybe if we could slice the ship in half and kind of not be efficient, then we could do it in a day. But with what we have now, it seems very hard. And or maybe I'm just not, you know, good enough of a cutter yet. Experience. Okay, so when it comes to this tank, I'm not going to be able to cut around it. I think it's going to blow, so we're just going to throw caution to the wind and let it explode, just for speed's sakes. Yep, see, didn't really hurt me. I guess it fried some electronics, it seems like, but we're not recycling electronics anyways right now. We just want to get these panels off. Oh, this is... disorienting. Oh, I think we're between the airlock and the ceiling. Yeah, it's a little confusing when you have 360 degrees of motion. You don't know which way is up and down. Alright, I guess we want to try and get these panels off, the roof off, the side panels, the back, as much as we can. Same protocols on the previous ships, essentially. And I like to use the saw for this. It just seems to be faster than heating it up with the stinger when you don't need to be as safe. I think we got everything explosive out except for like a few fuel canisters on the walls, but hopefully I don't hit any of those. Like that fuel canister. Let's see if... Okay, didn't hit it. Lucky. Now I want to get this back off, and I think we learned from our previous experience we shouldn't cut these. I think we should just melt them. Because I'm not sure what exactly holds this in place. I think it might be these top and bottom ones, but there's 4, so we're just gonna melt all 4 and see if it starts to drift. Oh, okay, I cut this one in half, so I might need to cut both.
Alright, Cutter. Wrap it up. You got about a minute left.
Okay, only 1 minute, so definitely time to pull things apart. Okay, it's gone. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Tethers, do your job, and hopefully most expensive item first. That is processor. That is processor. Might be worth it to get tethers that are just stronger for speed, so that they can pull things faster and for moments like this. Come on, come on, come on. This is still stuck. How much time do we have? 20 seconds. I don't know if this will make it, but gotta try. 17 seconds. It should make it. What else can we do? Can we pull this whole thing in? Probably not. It's probably too heavy. Yeah, the panels are still too heavy. In order to pull that central portion into the furnace, we'd need to take those off. Oh well, I think we did pretty good for the day one. We completed our work order. And I think we completed... Yep, we completed our certification. So this should unlock the new ship for us, the Tier 3. And unlocks a whole bunch of upgrades that we can buy, although we definitely don't have enough points. Helmet, worksuit... Yeah, ship class 3 is the most important. That's what we're gonna do next. Let's take a look at... Oh, 1.8 million. So the ship was worth 4 million, so we almost got half the value out of it in a day. And I think we operated correctly. So the engines were very expensive. There's 4 of them, so 300,000. The reactor, the thruster. Yeah, we got all the most expensive items, and then we got a bunch of nanocarbon. And destroyed not that much. If you look at the kilograms, the amounts, there wasn't that much that we destroyed. I think we were pretty good on this. Yeah, I think we're a decent cutter. Not wasting too much. It's just the problem of having enough time to take the whole thing apart. Alright, so let's take a look at what upgrades we can get and what kind of ships are available. And once again, we're charged $500,000 for rentals. Alright. Let's check the equipment out and see what we can upgrade. The cutter's already at 56%, so about 50% per day on the cutter's durability. We don't really need heat capacity as cooldown we don't need. Range we don't really need yet. Cutter grade would be nice, but it's way too far down the line and it's expensive. And we don't have enough points actually for any of this. We only have 160 links tokens, I guess, or LT points. I don't know what exactly they're called. It would be nice to buy the cutter, but it's 16,000 points, which is going to take forever. We're only at 160. Alright, let's see what else we can afford. Range for grapple, no, not really needed. Tether amount would be nice, but we can't afford it. Lifetime would be nice too. This is charge push lock would probably be good. Yeah, can't afford any of that. Thruster, can't afford it. Can't afford it. No, can't afford it, but I don't think we need fuel capacity. The scanner though. Yeah, I think we want the scanner. I think it's going to pay for itself in spades over time, just by us not dying and flying back and wasting money that way. Because it should technically give us more of an idea of what we're looking at before we cut into the ship. So we're going to have to play with that object scanner. Alright, so... And yeah, obviously the oxygen recharge would be awesome, but... I don't know. We're gonna have to carefully cut the ship and leave a pressurized space. I'm not sure how to do that. Like on the mackerel, the cockpit, you can't get into it when it's pressurized. And on the airlock, you can't do it either. So maybe you have to like enter it and repressurize the cockpit or something. Alright, but anyways, we should take a look at the class 3 ships. And so all of them are worth around 5-6 million. They're obviously more expensive. They seem to be a little bit more complicated. We're gonna have to check out what we need for our next certification and pick one. Alright, well that will be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Leave a like or comment if you're enjoying the series, and I'll see you next time. Now go on.